So I've gotten some feedback that my voice is not loud enough. I'm working to make myself as loud as possible, but naturally I speak like my tone is very low. Okay, it's not like it's because I'm on YouTube I'm sounding this way. I am this same person even in person, like when you see me one-on-one. Okay, I'm trying to, you know, increase the energy so I can sound louder. I am not loud by nature, but I'll try. And I sort of bought a lot of mic that would really capture my voice no matter how low it is. And right now I have over 5 different mic. I want to give 2 out. So if you're a content creator or you're interested in one of the mic, I don't know, send me an email. Let's talk about the main issue for today. This news was published today and it's official. It is official. If you live in the UK, you know by now that nurses, junior doctors, teachers, civil servants, they are all on strike because they want salary increase due to inflation. So now the Prime Minister made an announcement today. Okay, I'm sure you're going to watch this video tomorrow because I'll try to edit it, make it go live on my YouTube channel the next day, which is tomorrow, hopefully. So he made an announcement today that he has agreed to increase the public sector's salary. Some sectors he's increasing by 6%, 7%. I think the highest is 7%, which are the Ministry of Defense. When he was giving this announcement, he was asked how he's planning on increasing the public sector based on the fact that the inflation in the UK is high. So he assured the public that he is not going to increase tax. Praise God. The way he planned on funding the salary increment of public sector is via migration. Yes, drum rolls. Let me tell you in his words what he said. The government will raise over £1 billion by significantly increasing charges for migrants coming into the UK when they apply for visas and the levy they pay to access the NHS. That's the NHS surcharge, that money you pay.
So what we have done are 2 things to find this money. The first is we're going to increase the charges that we have for migrants who are coming to this country when they apply for visas, and indeed something called the Immigration Health Surcharge, which is the levy that they pay to access the NHS.
That is the money he planned on using to pay the public sector. So that's to say, the previous video I made where I said that ministers are saying that he should put things in order to cut down net migration. I mean, this Prime Minister is very smart. He's killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Okay? He's trying to cut down net migration by increasing the NHS surcharge and by increasing the public sector's salary to make those ones happy so that they will stop striking. So it's official. Oh, it's official. He is planning on increasing the NHS surcharge. So now the question is, will he increase the healthcare, those in the health sector? Remember, before now, everyone that comes to the UK to work and study pays NHS surcharge. Everyone, whether you're doctor, nurses, healthcare workers and all of that, you pay the NHS surcharge. It was during the COVID that he wanted to, because of the pandemic, he wanted to support people coming into the UK, like all the care workers, nurses and doctors that were in the forefront of the whole COVID-19. He reimbursed them. Like if you arrived in the UK around 2020 and you paid your NHS surcharge from your home country and you're coming to work as a healthcare person in the UK, the government refunded the healthcare workers refunded their NHS surcharge. So it wasn't like from the beginning the government wasn't charging NHS surcharge. They were charging every single visa, but because of the COVID, they decided to exclude the healthcare professionals. So don't feel like, oh, I'm a healthcare worker, I'm relaxed, it's not going to affect me, it's not going to touch me. Remember, the government are trying to cut down net migration. Focus is on the care workers. That is where the focus in. Ministers are like forcing Rishi Sunak to stop the healthcare visa because people are coming from Africa. The problem is they want more European workers. They want more workers from the EU. In fact, this was when I saw it, I'm like, what do you... And these are the people that are doing inclusion and diversity. Why would you say we want more workers from EU? So the workers you're getting from Africa and Asia you don't like them. They're not working or what? I don't understand. Whichever ethnicity they want to allow to come to the UK, which is even like, I'm like, are you people really confused? Because the same EU that you ask them to leave your country and ask them to now get visa are the same EU you now want in your country. If you knew you wanted EU workers, why did you leave? Why Brexit? Now you want EU workers. One of the ministers said they want more workers from EU to fill in sectors like agriculture, food, and hospitality. So are you saying that people from Asia or Africa cannot do that job? This one is good news. It's good news for care workers. I mean, if you're a carer in the UK and you're still not part of the union, I don't know what you're doing. Immediately I got my job, the first thing I did was join the union. How much do you pay for union? It's like 10-15 pounds, depending on the union though. But for carers, I think it's like £5 per month. And they protect you, they provide you with legal advice, they protect you at workplace. Like if you have union, your employer cannot treat you anyhow. So those of you that come to my DM, oh Faith, where I'm working, I'm dying, I'm suffering, help me find, do you know any employers, do you know any job, can you help me? No, you're taking that, because if you join the union, they can't do that to you. Anyway, the good news is that a lot of care workers have reported to their union. The popular union for healthcare workers, which is the Unison, have decided to come out to talk to the government, do something about the exploitation of migrants in care homes. I feel like it's about time. They've been saying it, so many news outlets have been saying there's exploitation of migrants, but the government have not really set any rules. According to Unison, they are receiving increasing reports about care workers who were required to be permanent on call. That means they are working 24/7 and having to work 19-hour shifts without break. Hey, people are suffering. Oh, I can't even work 10 hours without breaks. Having their salary withheld, required to pay large sum to recruitment agency, which are then split with the care operators. Those of you that buy COS, I know sometimes it can be worth it. You're already here. If you're lucky, you're working in a good environment, good care home, you will enjoy, like it will be worth it for you. But if you're unlucky, you pay money and you still come and be suffering. That is where the problem is. The union is calling on the government to do something about care employers that are luring overseas workers under false pretense, only then to exploit and harass them in the UK. This practice have no place in modern society. Migrant staff deserve nothing but respect and dignity for coming to work for those who need care the most. I'm so happy that one union is coming out finally, and you know that once a union speak or come forward, things change for the better. So please, if you are a carer and you're not part of any union now, join this union, Unison. I think it's very, very affordable. Join the union and give your own reports anonymously. You can do it anonymously so that they will push for the government to set a rule. Join a union and let's hope and pray that the government listens to this union's request for care reform. It is high time that they reform the health and care worker visa. And one final tip I'm going to give to you all: wherever you're working, whatever job you're doing, learn to document everything. Like, learn to keep record of things at work. We have come to the end of this video. If you're watching this video, there are 2 mic I'm planning on giving out, so the pictures are going to be on the screen. Whichever one you're interested in, send me an email. You have to be in the UK, please. I can't do international. You have to be living in the UK. Preferable, you have to be living in London, because it will be easier to get in touch with you and give you the mic. So if you're interested in the mic, you're seeing the mic on the screen, you do not have to do anything. Just reach out to me, send me an email. Thank you so much for watching this video. If this video was helpful, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up, and guys, I will see you in my next video.